I don't know, that's weird. Alright guys, we are back. I accidentally hit a button on the okay. I accidentally hit a button on the monitor. So yeah, my bad. Anywho, alright, we are going to get back. Well, we didn't even get started. But yeah, we are going to get into some scary videos. So yeah. Alright. Goodness. I am so sorry about that, y'all. Alright, so I have Callan over at Slaptam. We're going to get into it. Okay? We're gonna get into it. So guys, get your snacks, get your drinks, get your blankets, and let's get cozy and spooky. Alright guys? And I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Alright? I'm sorry I messed up my intro. And, it's okay. But yeah, it's gonna be alright. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get into some spooky videos. I hope everyone's having an amazing and awesome day. And yeah, know that you guys are awesome. Let's get into it.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some of the scariest video clips that are trending right now. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this.
Get cozy, y'all.
This first one was sent in by a viewer named Danielle, and if what she says is true, it's one of the more emotional, scary videos we've ever received. Danielle explains that the father of her children, Michael, passed away in July of 2023. Before he died, he joked, or perhaps promised, that if there was any way to reach out after death, he'd do it. He'd make contact. He'd let them know there was more coming, another beginning. According to Danielle, that's exactly what's been happening. She says she feels him around the house, touches on her arm, warm breath on her face, even her bed shifting while she sleeps. And with his birthday approaching, she believes he's making his presence known more than ever. Along with her story, she sent us a short, eerie video clip. At first, the footage looks corrupted, fuzzy, blurry, almost like the camera is struggling to focus.
Right.
But around the 18-second mark, something subtle happens.
Oh.
A faint movement appears off to the side of the frame, just enough to catch your eye. Then the camera itself shifts, as if tracking that movement, tilting slightly on its own.
Right.
Before slowly returning to center.
Freaky.
No one else was in the room at the time. Danielle says she has no doubt it's Michael, that this is his way of reminding the family not to be sad and to keep his sense of humor alive. Of course, others might see this as a camera glitch, a loose mount, or simple autofocus struggling in low light.
Oh, yeah, no.
But for Danielle, the timing and the feelings she's experienced leave no question. So what do you think this footage shows? A grieving family finding comfort in strange coincidences? Or someone genuinely trying to make contact from beyond?
Look, the thing is, if it resonates with them, it resonates. You know, like, some people can chalk it up as, oh yeah, that's just coincidence. No, he promised to show signs. And these are the signs. You're either going to believe it or not.
Here's a weird one that went viral a few months ago, and it has the tennis world scratching its head.
Love a good tennis match.
During a second-round match at the Canadian Open in Toronto, Italian player Matteo Gigante suddenly stopped play and called for a video review. He claimed his opponent, Gabriel Diallo, had just hit a shot that went through the net.
It went down? Yeah. The serve or the what? No, the return. So you want to check it on the video review? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gigante is requesting a video review to check if the ball went through the net.
At first, fans thought it was a mistake, maybe a misunderstanding in the chaos of a fast rally.
Let's look.
But when officials rolled the replay, the stadium went silent.
Yeah, okay, it's okay. It's okay, I'm fine with that.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and
It
gentlemen,
went
as you
through
can
the
see,
net.
the return of Diallo went through the net. Call is overturned.
The footage clearly shows Diallo's return piercing through the net cord as though the strings weren't even there.
Oh, that's crazy.
The point was awarded to Gigante and play continued, but the moment went viral almost instantly. Clips flooded TikTok, Reddit and sports forums, with people calling it everything from impossible physics to a glitch in the Matrix caught live on TV.
Oh, wow.
Even the commentators seemed baffled. Fans in attendance said they had no idea why the point stopped, until the slow motion replay showed the ball doing the one thing a tennis ball shouldn't be able to do. Of course, skeptics insist there must be a technical explanation, angle distortion, tension in the mesh, or a perfect strike that forced the ball between two strands. But even among seasoned tennis watchers, the moment has been called one of the strangest in recent memory. So what do you think? A freak accident of sports physics or a genuine glitch caught during a high-stakes match?
So I wanted to show you guys some footage of my dog.
Here's a creepy collection of scary videos going
Oh, yeah,
viral
we've
on
seen
TikTok
this,
right now.
From
Again,
the
she's
last.
been doing this ever since we got here, every single day.
They come from a user named
was it
Sydney who
from,
posted several clips.
From, we were watching a Nuke's Top 5, or was it from Slaptam?
documenting unexplained activity inside the Airbnb she was staying in. It all began with her dog, a Rottweiler, behaving strangely around the staircase of the old house.
And literally this is her. Like, she's just standing here, kind of sniffing around, just very, very focused and very, like, something is definitely making her, like, very interested. Like, she just seems so like locked in on these stairs.
At first, the dog simply stood motionless on the stairs. Sydney thought it was funny, but the longer he stood there frozen, the more disturbing it became.
And she was so locked into the stairs this time around. It was so spooky, guys. Like, honestly, I literally at this point, I was like, I need to ask this landlord, like, what is going on?
That's when she realized the issue wasn't on top of the stairs, it was underneath them.
It's always hanging out right here. So I just found a door.
And then that creepy
There was a locked door
door
beneath the staircase leading to what looked like a small basement area.
Obviously it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up, but
Sydney noticed the light inside was on, even though the door was shut tight.
you can see there the light is on right there.
She slid her phone under the door to take a look. The footage showed nothing unusual, just an empty space. But when she pulled her phone back, something eerie happened.
Oh my god. Oh my god, did that just happen?
The door handle rattled as if someone or something was standing behind it. This is where the creep factor jumps to a whole new level. Sydney decided to try again, wanting to catch whatever was moving the handle. She slid her phone back under the gap.
EVE Online is a vast universe, alive with the unrelenting activity and combined history of its players, pursuing lives of adventure.
And something yanked it out of her hand. The phone tumbled down the stairs, landing with the camera pointed at the ceiling. While you could argue she simply dropped it, the next part is harder to explain. The phone moves again, as if picked up and dropped by an unseen force. Sydney eventually retrieved it after contacting the homeowner to unlock the basement door.
Okay, well.
But viewers quickly noticed something odd about the owner's hand, a tattoo of nested triangles.
Thank you.
In conspiracy circles, this symbol is often linked to secret groups or darker beliefs. Exploring the basement, Sydney didn't experience anything unusual in the moment.
Things from coming underneath my house. That's it, I'm out of here.
But later noticed strange scratch marks across the floor and on the backside of the door. Things only got stranger. While filming her dog again on the stairs, the curtains at the top of the landing flutter. Then some balloons drift unnaturally. Possibly just a draft. But moments later, something truly mysterious happens. You can hear the sound of footsteps, someone running up the staircase, except no one is there. Then, in the same instant, the dog's leash flies upward as though pulled by invisible hands. Here it is again in slow motion. The leash rises sharply with no one touching it. So is this old Airbnb really haunted? If these clips are genuine, Sydney may have captured one of the clearest examples of ghostly activity we've seen in a long time. Here's a strange old photograph that's been unsettling viewers online. The image was shared by Facebook user Sandra Green, who says it was taken in the early 1970s. It shows her and her cousin posing in the garden. Nothing unusual at first glance, just two kids smiling for the camera. But between them, there's a third face, a woman's head looking straight at the camera. According to the poster, there was no one else with them when the photo was taken. She says she's looked at this picture many times throughout her life, but only recently noticed the extra person. What makes it even stranger is that the head appears to have no body. There's a clear gap between the two children. No torso, no arms, no shadow. Just a floating face tucked perfectly between them. Sandra points out that she can see her own legs clearly. There's nothing behind her, nothing that could be mistaken for someone standing there. She even notes that the hand around her is her cousin's, not the mysterious person's. The original photo is a Polaroid, which makes editing or double exposure less likely, at least by today's standards. Sandra even posted a short video of her holding the original Polaroid to prove the image is real, vintage, and untouched. So what do you think? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments below.
$1,000 to the first person to make a training manual for the new hire. 1 hour.
This scary video was posted to Reddit by user Critical Music Rare, and it's stirring up a lot of discussion.
Fixing my camera, guys, don't mind me.
The caption translates to, an unidentified creature was seen in the Srisang Dari Kodi area. A humanoid shape can be seen gliding through the air. Just a lone figure suspended over the mountain. What's striking is how this fits a pattern. In the past year, there's been a spate of humanoid UAP sightings from around the world, floating figures over Mexico, mysterious silhouettes in Brazil, dark shapes drifting above the Middle East, and even upright flying men spotted near US airports. Some viewers think these are misidentified drones or optical illusions. Others believe they could be advanced surveillance devices, experimental suits, or something entirely unknown. But sightings like this one in isolated terrain with no structures or aircraft nearby are harder to explain. So what exactly was floating over this mountain in Daikundi? A drone, a figure, or another entry in the growing list of humanoid UAPs documented around the world? This next one comes from a viewer who goes by Kiwi Steve.
Hey, look at that behind him.
He says his girlfriend's son was taking a simple selfie while home alone. Nothing unusual, just a casual photo in his unit while his girlfriend was away visiting relatives. But a few days later, his mother noticed something strange behind him. A dark shape lurking in the background. According to the family, there was absolutely no one else in the unit at the time the photo was taken. What makes this one even more interesting is that the couple says they've never experienced anything strange in the unit. No noises, no objects moving, nothing out of the ordinary. They feel completely comfortable living there. So what exactly is this dark silhouette captured behind him? A trick of the lighting? A shadow pattern? Or something standing in the room that he didn't see at the time? Here's an amusing one to break up the chills. This clip, shared by Humans No Context, shows a paranormal prank that takes a very unexpected turn.
Oh, that was a prank.
This person decides to dress up as a ghost and creep up to a neighbor's home security camera. They stand perfectly still, staring ominously into the lens, clearly hoping to give someone a fright. But the prank backfires spectacularly.
Damn.
Another neighbor sees the ghost. and instead of
Oh
being
my
scared
God.
inside, they run outside armed with a huge pot.
Oh, that was funny.
Before the prankster even has time to react, the neighbor hurls the pot straight at their head.
Oh shit, that was
It seems
funny.
this spooky little stunt didn't go quite as planned. A good reminder that when you pretend to be a ghost, someone might out of nowhere own you with kitchenware.
Hey, look. Oh my God.
This next
that's
sighting comes
hilarious.
from Reddit user Weeby Edgelord, who captured something unusual in the skies above Perth, Western Australia. Whatever it is, it pulses softly, appearing, fading, then glowing bright again as it moves. According to the witness, the object wasn't behaving like a conventional aircraft. It shifted direction mid-flight, briefly vanished, then reappeared on a different path moments later. The uploader also noted that they don't live near airports or flight corridors, ruling out commercial planes or helicopters, and the pulsing green light didn't match any standard aviation markers. Viewers have suggested everything from drones to atmospheric reflections to experimental craft, though some say it resembles classic orb-style UAPs seen in sightings around the world. So what do you think this glowing object was? A drone? A rare atmospheric effect? Or something truly unidentified moving through the skies of Perth that night?
You think you know David's story. A boy who became a legend.
My son's gonna eat all my snacks.
If you head to these coordinates on Google Maps, you'll see something unusual. Deep in a remote mountain range at the southernmost tip of Chile, satellite imagery shows what looks like the face and upper body of an enormous giant, almost as if something is buried beneath the landscape. The pattern is strangely symmetrical, with features that resemble eyes, a nose, and even a chest. Viewers online have gone wild with theories. Some say it's evidence of the Nephilim, the legendary race of giants mentioned in ancient texts. Given how isolated this region is, believers think it could be the resting place of something ancient, somewhere no human has ever reached on foot. Others are more skeptical, noting that Google's satellite stitching sometimes creates odd mirrored patterns in areas where terrain data is limited. One commenter described the effect as book matching, where two halves of the satellite pass accidentally mirror each other, forming shapes that look intentional. Still, the image is hard to ignore. It's detailed, eerie, and strangely human-like. Whether it's a glitch, a natural formation, or something more mysterious tucked beneath the ice and stone, that's for you to decide. This next creepy clip, shared by Crazy Paranormal, has been doing the rounds online. A group of friends was filming late at night when they noticed a strange-looking face staring out from a parked car
Oh,
nearby.
that's creepy.
Oh, güey. No tiene ni el rostro definido, mira.
What happens
Goodness. And they
next
got,
takes this to
got
a whole
a
new
cross
level of
right there
creepy.
too. Oh
Ey,
shit.
güey, se le ven los ojos
The
hundidos,
car's
güey.
on fire.
Mira la llama, mira la llama.
Bro, whose car is that? They
Out of
car's
nowhere,
on fire.
flames suddenly burst inside the car, right in front of the person's face,
Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase, Señor, tu voluntad en la tierra como
and
en
the
el
figure doesn't react.
cielo. Eso. Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre.
And
Venga
it's
a
just
nosotros tu
sitting
reino.
there.
Hágase, Señor.
Just staring forward as if nothing unusual is happening.
De cada día, perdona nuestras ofensas como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos dejes caer en la tentación y líbranos de todo mal. Amén.
The group filming can be heard panicking, trying to make sense of what they're witnessing, and before long the clip went viral with viewers offering their own theories.
Güey, se le ven los ojos hundidos, güey. Mira la llama, mira la llama. No mames. Mira. Se le ven los ojos hundidos, güey, ve eso.
Some think the woman was performing some kind of ritual. Others say the calmness in the presence of flames is too unnatural, calling her a witch, or something even stranger caught on camera.
No mames. Está arriba de la troca, güey.
The complete lack of reaction, combined with that eerie, expressionless face, has left many viewers unsettled.
No tiene ni el rostro definido, mira.
Scary videos like this certainly make you wonder, could this be a ritual, a malfunction, or something truly unexplainable sitting quietly in the dark?
No mames. Mira. Se le ven los ojos hundidos, güey, ve eso. Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase, Señor, tu voluntad en la tierra.
This next scary photo comes from Facebook user Jack Henry, and it was taken inside a temple in Sahuayo, Michoacan, Mexico. According to the person who snapped the picture, they never noticed anything unusual at the time, but later, something eerie stood out.
That's creepy.
Looming over the glass display is a dark shadow figure positioned directly behind the likeness of the young martyr Saint Jose Sanchez del Rio. Its shape is humanoid, but the photographer insists no one else was standing there.
Wow.
The display itself shows a sculpted representation of Jose's body. Some online have mistakenly claimed it's incorrupt, but it's not. It's a crafted likeness beneath the glass, honouring his memory. To understand why this image has captured so much attention, you have to know the history. Jose Sanchez del Rio was a 14-year-old boy who fought in the Cristera War of the 1920s, a time when the Mexican government savagely persecuted the church, destroyed monasteries, and executed priests. Young Jose was captured, tortured, and ultimately killed for refusing to renounce his faith. His last words were, "Viva Cristo Rey," long live Christ the King. He was canonized in 2016, and his tomb in Sahuayo has become a deeply important site for pilgrims. So when viewers saw a shadowy figure seemingly standing watch beside the display, speculation ran wild. Some believe it could be the ghost of Saint Jose himself, a spiritual presence lingering near the place where he's honored. Others think it could be a trick of the light, a reflection, or an unnoticed visitor moving through the frame. But for many who've seen the photo, the shape feels deliberate, almost protective. So what do you think? A shadow person, a trick of exposure, or something sacred caught on camera in one of Mexico's most historic temples?
What is that?
This next unnerving recording comes from Washington State, filmed on November 11th, 2025 at around 3:45 p.m, and it has viewers divided.
It's gotta be someone's truck, right?
The footage shows a strange laser-like reflection pulsing deep in the woods.
Is that a fire?
Bright reds and greens flicker through the trees, shifting up and down in a way that doesn't look like headlights or campfire glow.
Yeah, purples, but it's going up and down.
The person filming sounds confused.
Is that a fire? What was that?
Commenters came up with a range of theories. Some think it could be a trance laser setup, maybe a group planning a secret rave in the forest, testing out their gear before nightfall.
It's gotta be someone's truck, right?
But others say the light pattern looks too controlled, too smooth, and too isolated to be something man-made. They believe it's a UFO caught on camera.
Is that a fire? What was that?
Very interesting.
Remember to subscribe to our channel if you want to see more scary videos just like this one. Slapping that like button also helps a lot as well. And as always, we love reading your comments below.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart
Okay.
This is part of our ongoing exploration of the screaming skulls of the UK, and today we're diving into one of the darkest and most morally charged legends of them all, the screaming skulls of Calgarth Hall.
You see the skulls, baby?
Set near Windermere in the Lake District, the story centres on a quiet, hard-working couple, Crasta and Dorothy Cook, and the powerful corrupt magistrate who destroyed their lives. In the 1500s, the Cooks lived on a small farm at Troutbeck Bridge. Honest, humble, and by all accounts kind, they tended their land with pride. But their neighbour, Miles Phillipson, wanted that land for himself. A wealthy justice of the peace, he used his influence like a weapon, and when the Cooks refused to sell, he set a trap they couldn't escape. One Christmas, Phillipson invited them to dinner under the guise of making peace. But during the meal, he slipped a stolen silver goblet into Dorothy's belongings. By morning, soldiers arrived, found the hidden cup, and arrested the couple for theft, a capital crime. When the trial began, Phillipson himself presided and sentenced them to death. As they walked to the gallows, Dorothy issued a curse so fierce it would shape the next century of the Phillipson family's life. Dorothy's final words promised three things. The Cooks would haunt the Phillipsons night and day, their business affairs would never prosper, and no Phillipson will own an inch of land. Phillipson immediately tore down the Cooks' cottage and built a brand new mansion on the same spot, Calgarth Hall. But on the anniversary of the theft, when the family first moved in, two human skulls suddenly appeared on the staircase. No one knew where they came from, no explanation made sense. But every night after that, the Phillipsons were tormented by horrific screams that echoed through the hall. The skulls became the physical anchors of the curse, immovable, indestructible, and endlessly returning. Over the years, Phillipson tried everything to rid himself of the relics, crushed them, burned them, reduced them to dust, buried them miles away, threw them into Lake Windermere. But the skulls always returned the next morning, whole and untouched. Meanwhile, the curse unfolded exactly as Dorothy had vowed. The Phillipson estate collapsed, business ventures failed, friends stopped visiting. In time, the once wealthy family sold off everything except the hall itself, and eventually abandoned even that. Only when the last Phillipson left Calgarth forever did the screaming cease. The curse had run its course. In 1790, Bishop Richard Watson purchased the property. He disliked the look of the old hall, and perhaps he'd heard the whispers about the skulls. Watson performed a ritual laying of the spirits, and then ordered the skulls bricked up inside the walls, permanently sealing them away. From that moment on, Calgarth Hall fell silent. Over the next century, the site was transformed. First a hospital during World War I, later a children's orthopaedic centre, and today a retirement facility. Yet locals still speak quietly about the skulls hidden inside its walls. Like many screaming skull legends, the Calgarth story can be seen as both a haunting and a parable. On one level, it's a supernatural curse tied to human remains. On another, it's a cautionary tale about corruption, abuse of power, and greed. Some even believe the skulls served as metaphysical title deeds, eternally asserting the rightful ownership of the land by the dispossessed Cooks. Whether historical truth, moral allegory, or a chilling piece of regional folklore, Calgarth Hall remains one of Britain's most unsettling skull legends, and one of the most enduring stories we've covered in our series on Screaming Skulls. So what do you make of the Cook's curse? A morality tale, a lingering spirit, or a relic of a darker past still echoing through England's old halls? Sometimes these old folkloric legends are more unsettling than any collection of scary videos could ever be.
Now, if you want to watch some more scary ghost clips, then click.
That was awesome. So let's get into some more spooky tales. Noob's top 5.
Jonathan Javier Molina works as an EMT in Mendoza Province, Argentina. One night after finishing a late shift, he's sitting just inside the hospital corridor when he notices something very strange. He thinks he keeps seeing someone sitting inside his car. He pulls out his phone and starts recording, and what he captures is truly bizarre.
Okay.
Estamos en este momento en el microhospital, escuchamos un golpe y nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro. Y miramos dentro del auto y dijimos, pues si el auto... ¿Qué mierda es? Lo peor de todo es que no queremos salir. O sea, no, miedo. La puta.
Oh, he's like, you gonna check it out? Am I gonna check it out? Hell no. It's fucking scary. You're damn right. Just look at that. Oh my goodness. Would you check it out? I wouldn't check it out. No, I wouldn't check it out. Good.
Lo peor de todo es que se mueve adentro del auto y no hay nadie. O sea, ahora vamos a ir a controlar el auto. Pero parece como si fuese un reflejo.
Oh shit, it's moving.
La puta madre.
Oh my god, it's moving.
No.
No. Oh, you finna check it out, y'all.
Ya, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira.
I don't see it.
Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano.
Ooh, yep.
Piel
The
de
hair
gallina.
is standing up on his... I
Cagazo.
don't see it no more.
Our commitments are what shape our lives.
Commercials coming.
They're what make you, you.
In there.
Nadie.
It's gone. It was definitely right there.
Ya, nadie.
The dog's like,
Un montón. Es un montón. Mierda.
I wouldn't want to get in that car. And it's back.
Y encima nos mira, la puta que te parió.
Yeah, that thing is probably attached to the
chavo. No.
I would burn the car.
Jonathan films through the glass doors and spots a pale, translucent figure just sitting in the passenger seat of his car. It's faint, but the shape is clearly there. He goes outside to check, opening both the front and back doors and showing the empty interior. He even pans around to prove that no one is nearby. But after going back inside, he looks back out at his car and is shocked when whatever it is appears in his car again. This time, it seems to be staring right at him. So, did Jonathan capture a ghost outside the hospital trying to hitch a ride? And if not, then just what is this? Let me know
he
what you
works in
think.
the hospital? Oh yeah, it wanted to ride.
Graveyard shift. A security guard working the overnight shift at a cemetery decides to film a quick video for his brother-in-law, just to show him how creepy the place is after dark. He heads into the on-site crematorium to do a little filming, and that's when things get weird.
perfect place to film a scary video.
Lights, they turn off automatically at a certain hour. And I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna walk you through now, I have a friend that works that he would see and hear things coming from these furnaces when they're burning the bodies. So when I'm walking through here, they usually put the urns out to send to the families. So when I'm walking here at night, I walk right by these urns that they put on these tables here. And then I come down, freaking out.
I would not want to work here. Mm-mm. Oh, hell no. Run, run, run.
As he walks deeper into the room where the bodies are cremated, the audio on his phone starts to glitch. Then he freezes as he hears a sharp clinking sound from somewhere nearby. He turns the camera, and that's when he notices one of the urns. An urn that actually has someone's ashes inside, and the lid is moving. It slowly tips upward like something inside is trying to get out. And with that, he decides he's seen about enough. He starts heading for the exit when he notices movement again, this time in the doorway. The curtains are swaying even though the air in the room is still. And then, clear as day, something pushes them open from the other side. And that's it. The guard just makes a run for it. So, is something lingering inside the cemetery's crematorium? Are the spirits of the departed not really departing? Let me know. A transparent trespasser. A Florida live streamer named Michael mostly posts gaming content on his social media. He's not a ghost hunter, and he's definitely never filmed anything paranormal. Until now. Michael says his mom has been complaining that something keeps waking her up by tapping on the bedroom window every morning before sunrise. He says his dad brushed it off at first because the window faces their backyard, which is surrounded by a gated and locked 7-foot fence. Nothing should be getting back there. Eventually, after hearing the complaints a few too many times, Michael's dad sets up a camera pointing out the bedroom window. What he captures chills him to his core.
All right, look, it's starting now. The security light turns on. It picks up.
Oh, what the heck is that?
And then it walks back. It's at the corner of the house.
See him go with the bully?
You see him walking? It's like a short guy. And then you see the trees move. Y los árboles se movió.
Y camina, es una persona, no es una persona chiquitica, muy chiquitica.
At 4:27 a.m., long before sunrise, a small translucent figure strolls through the backyard along the tree line. Now, normally I'd just say it's a little kid and probably some bad camera compression, but something about this figure seems a bit off. It doesn't really move like a child, but more like a very small adult, maybe 3 to 4 feet tall. And also, why would a child climb a 7-foot fence at 4:27 a.m. just to wander around someone's backyard?
Right.
So what did Michael's dad capture here? A spirit, a duende, a gnome, or just one very strange camera glitch? As always,
Freaking commercials.
you decide. Run through the jungle. Over on the YouTube channel, Josh the Intern, creator Josh McCartney films his outdoor travel and adventure as he explores the world.
Hey,
in one
I
video,
saw him
Josh
in
heads
his,
deep into the...
He was canoeing and stuff. Yeah.
Jungles of Sri Lanka in search of one of the country's oldest prehistoric sites, the Belalina Cave, also known as the quote, Cannibal Cave.
Oh.
As Josh treks further into the jungle, two men suddenly step out from somewhere in the brush, and they begin following him. They match his pace, and they stop when he stops. Eventually, they catch up, and one of the men tells Josh that he should follow them because they, quote, want to show him something.
Oh, bullshit.
Josh
They
immediately
want to
gets
show
uneasy
him a
and
pot
decides to start
and
filming.
some potatoes, cause he's the meat.
I've been joined by some friends.
Yeah.
They're showing me around.
Some
Very
friends,
cool.
all right.
I thought it was a bit strange that as soon as I began filming, they moved out of the shot. But I tried to ignore them and stayed focused on filming the cave I'd worked so hard to reach. Yet every time I lowered the camera, they would tell me to follow them as they wanted to show me something. At this point, I did feel quite uncomfortable, but I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I think these guys want to show me something. All right.
It's okay.
But when I finally saw what they wanted to show me, everything changed.
Wow.
It was an abandoned house, and they wanted me to go in first.
Okay, I'll follow you. I'll follow you. After you.
And at this point, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed one of the men was moving behind me. And at that moment, my gut instinct kicked in loud and clear. Get out now.
I'm just gonna get one more shot, okay? One more shot.
Oh, just one more shot. Dude,
sorry,
run.
I'm just
Get out of here.
Shooting, filming, and doing more.
Dude,
And
this
then I'll
is
come,
not
okay?
safe.
I stayed calm, acted like I wasn't suspicious, and slowly walked back towards the entrance. But it seemed like they didn't want me to leave.
I'll come soon. I just want to shoot this. But you go, I'll stay. And then I come later. I'm just filming everything. Okay? Okay.
So I pretended to take the shot, and when I saw they were distracted, I made my move.
Yeah, run.
At first, I walked at a normal pace, as off camera I had told them I'd forgotten something on the trail. But then, I heard footsteps coming after me, and that's when I ran.
Oh, I'm gonna have a sit. All right, guys, so I have made it to safety. I wanted to wait until I was off the isolated road because there's only one way up and one way down to that cave. The adrenaline is rushed out of me. I ran down that mountain. That's why I'm very, very sweaty.
Josh says that in his travels in Sri Lanka, most of the people he's met have been very friendly. But this encounter just seemed different.
What I would say, is they could be extremely friendly, and they just genuinely wanted to show me something in that abandoned house, and I just so happened to walk by. They're like, we're going up there anyway. Oh, we'll show him something. And I've had those experiences here in Sri Lanka where locals want to show me something and they're super friendly and lovely. This, to me, just didn't feel like that, and so I was better safe than sorry, and so I got out of there. This is a decision that I made. These guys could have been nice and genuinely wanting to show me something. That is just not what I felt in the moment, and I've just got to trust that gut instinct, especially when I'm out there remote on my own. I've just got to trust my gut, and so that's what I did.
Now, honestly, Josh is a little more optimistic than me because I don't think there's a chance in hell that these guys were up to anything good. But hey, let me know what you think. Were these guys just being friendly? Or was Josh about 2 seconds away from something horrible?
Oh, yeah.
The wax shaman. Maria Sabina was a revered shaman and spiritual healer from Oaxaca, Mexico. Maria's fame in the West and the attention it brought upset her local community, and she suffered because of it. She was an outcast to her neighbors. Her house was burned down, and her son was killed. Maria Sabina died in poverty at the age of 90, suffering from malnutrition. As part of an exhibit on witchcraft, the Ocampo Museum in Guadalajara, Mexico displayed a very lifelike figure of Maria Sabina. But soon after it went up, visitors began to complain, saying the figure moved or even tried to grab them. The following creepy video was recorded by one of the very frightened museum visitors.
Oh yeah, that was a slight jerk on the head.
¿Qué pedo?
The wax figure of Maria Sabina appears to quickly turn its head and look directly at the man. And as you might expect, he just freaks right out.
¿Qué pedo?
The man showed his video to museum manager Ricardo Barbosa, who posted it online, and it immediately went viral. Ricardo posted a second video to prove that the wax figure of Maria Sabina is definitely not supposed to move.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza total, rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada. Digo, mira, te muestro. No hay cables, no hay nada, no es un robot. Es una figura totalmente en cera.
Museum manager Ricardo Barbosa shows that the wax figure is completely solid and immovable. It contains no gears, no wires, and no motorized parts. It's just a wax figure that should not move at all. So what do you think happened here?
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record it. Here's how it works. First, go to riverside.fm and...
Let me know down in the comments. Secret roommate. Haley and her friends are staying in an Airbnb with their moms when they discover something very strange. A secret door hidden under a rug at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. Time out for a second. Now, you out. You chilling. Y'all at an Airbnb with your girl. Just chilling. And somebody... Oh yeah, hey. What's under this rug? Oh shit. It's a hidden underground room. Girl, I'll be like, yeah, okay, cover that back up, and we're going to ignore that we saw that. Because, yeah, no. People need to mind their business. Anyway.
I wanted to, like, open it to see what was down there. So then I got my phone.
F around and find out? Yep. Yeah.
Phone because I wanted to get a video of me going down there to, like, see what was down there because it was actually creepy.
Haley starts to record as they open the hidden door, revealing a dark cellar beneath the house.
We found a secret door underneath.
Oh shit. They heard the voice. Yep.
So it turns out someone is living down there. A woman's voice suddenly yells up at them from somewhere in the darkness.
Exactly. Leave that person alone. Like, the fuck? If she lives down there, why? Look, you shouldn't have been messing around.
Now, they say they have no idea who was living in the cellar, but I have an idea. It was the owner. That's what I think. Because I featured several videos on this channel of weird people who rent out their house and then just secretly hide inside somewhere.
What the hell?
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here on holiday?
Yeah, who are you?
I own the house. I'm Richard. Hope you don't mind. But
Well, no, but it's a bit weird. What's happening? What's happening here?
Look, this should be no problem. I'm not going to interfere with you.
But you're interfering with me now.
No.
And where's your clothes gone? Where's your clothes?
They're in the washing machine.
So, next time you stay at an Airbnb, just be aware that the creepy owner might just be living inside there with you. And that is truly disturbing. If you see something that you think would be perfect
Yeah,
for
I
the
would
top
not
5, email
wanna
me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official. And be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Living doll. TikTok user Chiqui Chica says that her granddad collects old antique dolls and mannequins, something that really creeps her out when she goes to visit her grandparents. One night, she's busy on her laptop in a room full of those old dolls, when suddenly she sees something that chills her to her core.
That is a humanoid doll.
This thing just
That's
moved.
creepy. Goodness.
Boy, all the talking heads would have been screaming about the Dallas Cowboys with the skipping fork in this organization. So again, kudos to the Cowboys going on the road, getting a good win. There's a saying in golf, there's no pictures on the scorecard. You're down. Oh, you hide like a little bitch. Okay, you just have to do two. The injury to Carson and anything at this point, he just not like
Oh. The door just closed on its own.
Are you real? You can do it again. I won't watch.
At first, Chica is freaked out by the creepy doll and walks out of the room, and the door just slowly swings shut behind her. But she goes back in and tries to get the doll to move again, and it does. In the mirror, you can clearly see the doll's hand move across its knee. But did you see it? Just before the doll's hand moves, a strange shadow passes across the wall, moving toward the old doll. So is this bizarre old antique doll haunted by the spirit of one of its former owners? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Pulled under. In Indonesia, a little girl named Zaina and her brother are playing in their bedroom as the family security camera quietly records. But as the little girl crawls across the floor, something seems to pull her. Zaina's mother, who was away at work, later watches the security footage back as she records her horrified reaction.
Oh, hell no. Save your sister.
Ya Allah, kayak ada yang nyeret Gina. Bener-bener astagfirullahaladzim. Nggak yang benar. Nenek di depan. Gimana mau pindah?
You just watching TV. Would you help her? Get your sister. He like, nah, like, grandma, come on. He like, grandma, please help. I ain't going, Oh my God.
Demi Allah, kalau ada yang nyeret, sumpah demi Allah. Bukan dia pergi. Abang aku. Siapa nih? Kita nggak.
That poor baby. Oh my goodness.
The little brother just kinda lies there staring at his phone as his sister seems to be slowly dragged under the bed. Zaina starts screaming. Whether in pain or fear, it's hard to tell, but her brother barely reacts. Eventually, he calls for help and their grandmother rushes in, but even she can't pull the little girl out. A nearby neighbor hurries in to help, and the two of them actually have to lift the entire bed. Finally, the grandmother manages to free terrified little Zaina and pulls her into her arms. Their mother, whose shocked voice can be heard on the video, says she has no idea what to make of it. She genuinely believes that something pulled her daughter under that bed. But what do you think? Scary Videos. This is the place for weird or silly videos, or actually this week it's ones that didn't quite fit the regular list, but are still creepy in their own way. First up, a young woman named Lexi is just hanging out at home with her dog. Nothing unusual. But her black lab suddenly locks onto something across the room. Something truly bizarre.
Santa's moving.
So this video was sent to me a couple of hundred times in email and on TikTok, and some of the people in the video comments are just straight up freaking right out. But it turns out that this is just a Christmas decoration doing what it do, because it's actually designed to move like that. Freaking the out of the family dog is just a bonus. This next video is something that some people seem to think might actually be paranormal, so I'll just put it here and leave that up to you. Kath Noel hears eerie laughter coming from her baby monitor. She goes to check and sees this. The little girl just seems to wake up laughing maniacally and staring at the nanny cam. Now, there's no denying that this clip is creepy as hell, but I'm just gonna write this one off to babies do weird shit. Thank you.
Babies do weird
In the
shit.
video comments, people mentioned that Kath wondered if they should call a priest. This person says, I'm a priest, don't call me.
Don't call me.
Another popular video comment is, move immediately, leave the child. And then someone just simply posted this lovely picture of someone throwing a baby. Anyway, that's all for this week. Thanks so much.
All right, that is it for the spooky videos. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Even though, yeah, we had a little technical difficulties because me accidentally pushing buttons. But yeah, it was fun. I love these. Like I honestly love looking at spooky shit with y'all. So guys, have a great night, morning, whatever time zone it is for you. Stay awesome. Stay safe, stay spooky, and I will catch you on the next one. I do want to go live tomorrow, so not really sure what time. Most likely probably at 8. It seems like 8 is like a nice window for me, you know. So guys, I'll catch you on the next one. All right, stay awesome. Bye, y'all. inflame process. Bye. Bye.